Hello viewers, welcome to Common Current Gifted Learning. This is Sneha. If you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, I'm thankful for your likes and shares. So let's straight away jump into our today's kindergarten lesson. Reading comprehension, kindergarten. Our goal is to recall information from the text, reading sentences and sequencing events. It will be a little bit longer video compared to the other lessons, just to let you know. Let's start. So the type 1, as in like the type of questions you get for comprehension, will be like choice questions, where you'll be having two choices and you have to recall from the text. So first let's read the text together. Playing with friends. John went for a bike ride. He rode around the block, then he met some girls he knew from school. They all rode to the field to play. John had a great time playing games with his friends. So, the way I would like you to go with your kids, and that's because you are not only teaching them for this particular lesson, but this kind of comprehension skill is required for the long run as well. So, first thing is when they read, whichever question they do not understand, they need to underline, or whichever words they do not understand, they need to underline. Like, for example, if I assume I'm a kindergartner, I would be like, John went for a bike ride. He rode around the block. Then he met some girls he knew from school. They all rode to the field to play. John had a great time playing games with his friends. So, block is a synonym word which can be confused with blocks, as in like the like cubes, but it's actually the context here is block as in a building. So, this is something you have to practice with your kid, like underlining the words which you don't know and might have a similar meaning, because then it gets done once and for all. Otherwise, the context part is kind of left out because you are only giving them the answer out instead of they finding the answer. I hope I make sense. So, anyways, if I give you the example, you will know. Like, circle the correct answer. John went for a car or a bike ride. So, John went for a bike ride. And then the next step will be this, like finding the answer in the text, underlining where you find. So, John went for a car ride or a bike ride. John went for a bike ride. So, you kind of find the answer in the text and then circle. He rode around the block or the circle. So that block, so you see why the meaning of the block was important and the context was important. This is what I was talking about. Then he met some boys or girls he knew from school. He met some girls. So girls will be our answer. They all rode to the park or field to play. They all rode to the field. John had a great time playing games or balls with his friends. Playing games. The reason I ask you to mark, because if they mostly they will be similar words or the similar context. So if you mark them instead of recalling from your memory, it's way faster and accurate. Their accuracy increases by like say 90%. So this is the way I do comprehension recalling for my kid, and this is more accurate way. The next type will be, again I'll start with whatever words I don't know. The ocean has bright blue water filled with waves. Many types of fish live in the ocean. Seagulls love flying over the ocean to look for fish. There is soft sand along the shore. Shore is something they might not know. And there are pretty seashells in the sand. The ocean is a great place to visit. So tell them the meaning. Like, what does shore means? Shore means the land along a water body is called shore. So once they know the meaning, then you read the questions and try to find the answer and underline that, the place where you are looking for the answer. What color is the water? Bright blue. So we write here bright blue. What lives in the ocean? Many types of fish. What is in the sand? Let's see. Seagulls love flying over the oceans to look for fish. There is a soft sand along the shore and there are pretty seashells. So you write pretty seashells. You see, sometimes they are not in order. That's why, underlying the place from where you took the, you know, answer is important. So, like question number one, the answer I extracted from is in this line. Question number two, I extracted from this line. And three, I extracted from this line. So, you can do is like even before starting to write, you can number them. That's what usually I do, and then start writing. Kids have a problem switching between different kinds of activity like reading, looking, as well as writing. So once you do one at a time, it's easier for them at this age. When they're a little bit older, you can do the switching things. But for now, I would stick to, like, say, if you're marking, do all the marking. If you're reading, do all the reading. If you're writing, then write all at once. Where is the soft sand? The soft sand is along the shore. So along the shore is number 4. Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? To look for fish. So to sum it up, tips are: mark the words you don't know. Mark unknown words. Mark the answers in passage. And then number 3, write them. 3 ways. And if your child is comfortable switching, it's okay. But if you think like it's slowing them down, then I would recommend you to read, do the marking, and then write all together, because switching is hard at this age. Next, reading sentences. Match sentences to the picture. We'll follow the elimination process here. So the balloon floats up into the air. So balloon. So this is another thing, like it's very obvious because the pictures are given, but I want you to tell them to underline why, like which is the keyword that gave you the hint, because that's how they will be asked to think later on. So balloon floats in the air. The dog plays catch. So at least the noun, or what they're doing, the verb. The car has a loud horn. The flowers in the garden are pretty. Pizza tastes good. So tip here is underline the noun or verb shown in picture. Because later on the pictures will be replaced by more kinds of sentences and in words. At that time, relation will be little bit difficult if you are not used to looking for similar elements or key elements in both the sides of the column. Complete the sentence which best matches. I see what? A tie or a rock? Mark first and then write. I see the jar. Simple. So over here, mark first, then write. Next, answer the riddle with and without picture. Uh, it's a riddle and where they will give you with pictures. The left side is with picture and then the right side is without picture. So over here I have a simpler way, like obviously organize your thoughts first. So what I do is I number them and then I go like this. I am on a table. I give off light. What am I? Light is your keyword. Circle the keyword and then mark this as 1. Then I have feathers and I chirp. Circle the keywords, mark this 2. And what's left? Fridge, but you have to mark the keywords as well. So you're not only teaching them the elimination process, but at the same time you're enforcing them, like what are the keywords or the hint that helped me to conclude my answer. So this is also helpful later on when they're drawing inferences. So I am in kitchen, keyword, keep things cold. And then you can write them down. First will be lamp, bird, fridge. Similarly, I would number these. I have 4 wheels, keyword. I drive on roads. So, car. I am on a shelf. You read me. Read me, shelf. So, book. So, we'll do car and book. So, tips, number them, circle keywords or hints, and number 3, write. Next is story sequencing. Story sequencing is you read the text and then you sequence them, what happened after what. And this is there is a very good way to do it. You read one at a time, find and then number them. You don't read it all together here. Walking the dog. The first thing I do when I walk my dog is to put on his leash. Stop. And then we'll find this. Walk out the door, walk around the block, take off his leash, lead him down the driveway, put on his leash. So this will be our number 1. Then continuing from there, then I walk out the door. So then you walk out of the door. Next, I lead him down the driveway. Lead him down the driveway. You read one at a time and do it. Then we walk around the block. After our walk, I take off his leash because that's what was left. So you basically can color code them or number them one at a time. This is not something to do together, because sequencing is a little bit tough to recall when they're reading everything all together. The off leash and on leash, these things, which are like similar words like leash or driveway, block, in and out of the door, these gets really confusing. So I would recommend you to do it one sentence at a time. Read one sentence, stop, find the answer, mark it, then move on. Next type is rewrite the text in order. So same thing, you just mark them and then write them. So I'll just mark them, and so that you know how to write it. And I like color coding them. First, turn on the water, then make sure it is not too hot and cold. Squirt a dab of soap onto one palm. Next, rub your hands together until there are bubbles all over them. Then rinse your hands. Now dry them with a towel. So now you can go back and you know what to write. Like, this will be your first color. Then your next color will be this one. So you color coded your sentences in order. Green will be your third. Purple will be your fourth. Black fifth. And this one sixth. So this is the way I would do it for kindergarteners, because it's easier for them to find them one at a time and then write. The other way you can do is like make them stop after each sentence and then write them down. So that was the end of our lesson today. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Thank you.